Yo, what is going on YouTube? I don't know what is going on with my video right now. Okay, why is it doing this? Alright, whoa. Okay, it's fine. We'll go with it. It is your boy GZTV back with another video, and in this video we are going to be talking about March Madness, day 2 of the first round of the tournament. There's only about 4 games that we're going to talk about here. And the first one is going to be the UAB San Diego State game, a pretty scary game for my Sweet 16 team, and obviously my bracket is busted. You guys have watched my bracket prediction videos. I'm leaning on this auto pick bracket that I did, so there's that. But San Diego State avoids an early March Madness exit, holds off UAB by 4 in the first round. Within the first 5 minutes, Jaden Ledee scored at the rim, hit a mid-range jumper, threw down a powerful dunk, and knocked down a three-pointer. He's been on the team for a long time. He's been doing great things, and he started off well, but they almost lost to UAB. UAB, their comeback fell short. They missed a 3 down the stretch. Ephraim Johnson actually had the lead at the point, or helped UAB get the lead at a point. Daniel Ortiz had some crazy layups. Lamont Butler was getting to the rim. Elijah Sanders had a block. I wouldn't say this wasn't a really good game for UAB, but for like their seeding, I'd say they do well. Obviously, Coleman wasn't really present. He wasn't really a factor offensively. I don't know, you have guys like Davis off the bench who can kind of take over for him, and that's kind of what they did. They kind of made an adjustment there. Looking at the San Diego State Aztecs, man, I'm telling you, Jaden Ledee, he's been on this team for a couple years. He has done great things. He put up 32 points, made his only 3. He was just absolutely electric, and he was all this team needed to win. I don't know how long I've been streaming, so it's kind of annoying. Okay, I brought it back a little bit. What's going on here? I don't know why it's acting like this. Let me check YouTube real quick, make sure we're still looking solid. I gotta check here. I'm live right now. We're looking good. Okay, it's all fine and dandy. Moving on, we have Yale versus Auburn. Obviously, the Ivy League school does the absolute impossible. There were 11 first-round upsets, which I think is a lot. I guess last year there were quite a bit, but the Ivy League does it again. The number 13 seed Yale takes down the number 4 seed Auburn, winning by 2. I had Auburn losing to San Diego State in the next round anyway, so I think this makes San Diego State's run look a lot better. A year ago, Yale's John Polakaitis and August Mahoney were stuck at home watching the Ivy League champion make a magical NCAA tournament run. I believe that was Princeton last year. That was the big story for the Ivy League. And now we have our own version with Yale. A lot of people believed in them. Decent amount of people picked them in their brackets. So, pretty crazy. Yale completes the upset. Chaotic final sequence. Huge shots from Polakaitis all game. He was big time. Really good inbounds plays. They ran plays to perfection. These are some smart kids, obviously. They're Ivy League school guys. Hitting tough shots. He broke some ankles. They broke ankles. They got blocked a couple times, but Chad Baker-Mazzaro got ejected. So that was kind of a blow, I guess, for Auburn. Yeah, that sucks. He got ejected 3 minutes into the freaking game, which ruined their chances. But also a guy like Holloway could have played a lot better. Obviously, Johnny Broom, who I think has been on this team for a couple of years, he showed out. He didn't disappoint. I mean, 24 points, 13 rebounds, 50% three-point shooting, 70% overall. But yeah, obviously the ejection and Holloway just not playing the brand of basketball that we're really kind of used to seeing him play, maybe as a role player for this team. But obviously Polakaitis had a huge tournament outing, 28 points while shooting 67% overall. The man went off, and very parallel to what we saw with Oakland and Kentucky the day before yesterday. So yeah, huge win for Yale. That's really awesome to see. I love seeing upsets. Obviously it ruins a tournament, or my brackets, but at the end does not ruin a tournament. Actually, it brings parity to a tournament, but ruins my brackets. But it's all fine and dandy, man. It's all really fun to watch teams like this get wins. A lot of upsets today, man. Moving on, Colorado and Florida, a slight upset, not really as bad as like an 11-6 like we've been seeing, but yeah. KJ Simpson's late jumper pushes Colorado past Florida by 2 in a March Madness thriller, 102 to 100. This was looking like some NBA level scoring. It was actually kind of insane what was happening in this game. Colorado guard KJ Simpson spent 3 years and dozens of practices working on the shots his team might need in crucial moments. And there he is, wins it, rattles around and falls. I know there was a bit of a controversy with people saying it was a push-off. It is what it is. A made shot is a made shot. Walter Clayton, though, man, was he coming up big. Hitting free throws, smacking insane threes. I think like he had a streak of making like 40 free throws in a row. It was obviously broken in this game, but Eddie Lampkin Jr., as a big man, being able to pass like that is a really big deal and something that like NBA scouts look at a lot. So that sort of IQ could get that man places. So Bankett Dak got to the rack a couple times. Florida coach got teed up. Lampkin rocked the baby, and he got kind of pissed off about it. So there was quite a free throw discrepancy in this game, but it doesn't take away from the fact that Eddie Lampkin Jr. is an absolute beast, 21 points, as well as KJ Simpson, who put up 23. Those two spearheaded a great effort, an insane offensive performance, where they shot 63% from the field, 60% from three. Amazing game. Obviously, you've got to give some credit to Walter Clayton Jr. His draft stock is going to go insane. Jr., he's from Florida, too. He put up 33 points. He shot 40% from three. And he shot 9 for 10 from the free throw line, too. Obviously, that's like a prolific part of his game. He's one of the best free throw shooters in the country. Alex Condon, I don't know, a freshman, obviously in a big moment. He wasn't able to provide the team with as much scoring as they might have needed. Florida still played a really good game. Just a super high scoring affair. So, yeah. Moving on to the final game I want to talk about of the evening. Every other game was pretty much a blowout, so I don't care to talk about them. Let's get into that Grand Canyon St. Mary's, because man, oh man, I had St. Mary's in one of my brackets going to the Final Four. This is a huge deal for them to lose in the first round. Absolutely insane. Grand win for Grand Canyon. The 12-seeded Antelopes take down the number 5 seed St. Mary's. They win by 9. Going into this, I mean, the WCC was probably at its best, but we have one of the big teams, or I think one of the only teams, one of the two only teams besides Gonzaga, of course, from the WCC in the tournament, wiped out of the first round. Obviously, Gonzaga punched their ticket to the round of 32, but yeah, Tyron Grant Foster, great scoring. Grand Canyon joined the list of schools to win an NCAA tournament game as they took them down tonight. And I'm keeping this in mind for my bracket next year. Anytime I see a team that hasn't won a NCAA tournament game in program history, I gotta pick them. Ah, man. What an upset. Great game. Ray Harrison, getting around defense, hitting layups. Tyon Grant Foster being an oop threat on the inbound and hitting threes. Just doing a little bit of everything. Obviously, Gabe McLaughlin was getting to the rim. Just a great game for Grand Canyon all around. For a while, St. Mary's was just shitting their pants. McLaughlin put up 12 points, 11 rebounds. Good game for him. You get 22 points out of Grant Foster. He shot 40% from three. It's really cool to see these upset teams because these young guys that are draft stock is going to go up. So really dope to see. You look at the St. Mary's Gales, all they really had was Saxon, who's been their best player for years, putting up 14 points and 11 rebounds. Other than that, a guy that averaged 10 points throughout the regular season, Alex Dukas, really just came short. Obviously, they have guys like Ross and Barrett off the bench that can kind of take over, but I don't know, man. It's tough. It really sucks that they had to lose this early. Whatever. Tomorrow should be some good games. I think Arizona's going to beat the shit out of Dayton, but I think Gonzaga, Kansas is going to be good. I think North Carolina should be able to handle Michigan State. Same with Iowa State beating those guys. NC State should be able to beat Oakland, I think. Tennessee should be able to beat Texas. Illinois should be able to beat Duquesne. And the only like really, really good game that's projected to be good is Gonzaga and Kansas, and that's the game I'm most excited for. So I'm going to record this 2K video before going to bed, so got to get going on that. Peace out, everyone, and catch you in the next one. Tomorrow night,